This week we tried 3 different seafood stalls to find out which one we liked the most. First up, Onion Seafood all the way in Semattan Town. I think the really interesting experience in all of this is the fact that you don't order and he actually makes the order for you. He serves a really nice chinchalok as like a starter, and all the food's really fresh because he gets it straight up from the market. I really enjoyed the crabs, and I was quite surprised by the cucumber soup because I don't usually drink cucumber soup. It was really sweet, and the fried fish was super tasty. He came over to talk to us and even gave us some cooking tips. Mentioned that all he cooks, he uses coarse salt instead of, your typical MSG and flavoring. Next up is a crowd favorite. I call it Chhe Sua, but it's also commonly known as Muara Tebas. This place is really popular and it's always really packed during the holidays. Bear in mind it is a bit of a drive to get there. The seafood here is really fresh and you actually get to have a pick of the live seafood that you want, from crabs to fish. It's also probably the seafood place that pops up the most on Instagram. I feel the coconut here is really fresh, but it's also a hit and miss. So sometimes it's really fresh, sometimes not so great. The prawn is probably their winning dish. Together with the crabs, it's really tasty. They're actually really popular for their laksa crab, but we just got the one with egg. The clam soup is my favorite. I find that it's super fragrant, and also I love the veggies there, and yes, the crab. It's just fantastic. It's a really nice experience to see families here and with little kids, and also, quick tip, if you are coming, you might have to pay between 5 to 10 bucks for parking. Final stop is a little gem in my backyard. This is called Hijau, and I just love the seafood here. It's really fresh and they always cook it in this way that I really like, called salt bake, where they use salt and bake their seafood. I guess it's not exactly super pricey, but it's not the cheapest. However, you get a really big portion, and it was one of the only seafood places where I ate to a point that I couldn't move because they're really generous with their servings. The prawn here is great. It's a lot bigger than the prawns that we get anywhere else, and my favorite is the fish because I feel like even though it looks really plain on the outside, the meat is so soft. For the crab, make sure you get a male and a female so you get a bit of the eggs, and the male has more meat. Insider trick, I always bring my own dipping sauce because I feel that's the one thing that they like, a solid dipping sauce. We had a great time trying all the different seafood, but my winner is definitely Chhe Sua. I feel like the food is just on a different level and I can't wait to come back. Anyway, subscribe and make sure that you stay tuned for our food journeys next week.